But with this, you guys started, and how long did it take you guys to get your first model?
3 days.
3 days. That's
Three
fucking
days.
mad. Yeah,
We were
fantastic.
just spamming our Instagram messages to different models and stuff. 3 days, we got our first model.
All right, hi guys, welcome to another student interview. This one is with two guys. They're both business partners in an OnlyFans management agency. They actually joined our coaching program with no prior experience of OFM, and in their first 3 days, they're able to get their first client to work with. And have now generated over $6,000, and it's an incredible story. These two are very, very nice guys. If you want to check out their links, they'll be down below in the description. And if you want to become our next success story and you want to join our coaching program, that will be a link down in the description as well on how you can actually go ahead and access that. Other than that, enjoy the video and hear it from them. All right. So there's obviously two of you guys. So I don't know which one wants to go first, but yeah, feel free to introduce yourselves, guys. What is it that you guys do and where are you from?
Yeah, so my name's Jordan. I'm 19 years old, and this is Clayton. He's also 19. And how we got into OFM is kind of a sad story, but inspirational. So my parents are both passed away now. They passed away from when I was a young kid. So yeah, I just thought I needed money really badly. So then I tried other businesses. Some worked, some didn't. And then I actually saw one of your videos on TikTok and I got into it and yeah, started the journey from there. Yeah, so we've generated about $6,000 for our models and we're just looking to scale from there.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
We've always, sorry, say that again.
I was going to say, I take you obviously big business partners, and you guys
Yeah, we've always kind of like lived together. We used to live together in Thailand. Like we used to have a house and split in half,
yeah.
and he had one half, other half.
Yeah.
And obviously, since his parents passed away, sadly, like we always used to play football together as well.
Okay.
So
Okay. So you guys known each other for a while. Well,
we-
initially,
Best mates
yeah,
since we were like 8. So
initially,
basically my brother.
I thought you two were brothers. Yeah. So you
Yeah.
guys kind of look like a little bit.
moved
So
in here and there on Monday.
got
Yeah.
you, got you. Okay, all right. Okay, well, interesting. And so Jordan yourself, by the way, so before this, have you tried to run any sort of online businesses before, or this was your first one?
Yeah, so I got into e-commerce and copywriting. I didn't make any money from e-commerce, but I made about $1,000 from copywriting,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't enough money, so I needed something more, and that's when I found your videos.
Got you, got you. And you
Yes,
initially saw the TikToks, I believe you said, right?
TikToks, yeah.
And by that point as well, by the way, had you heard of OFM? Did you know anything about it, or you just no, yeah, just found out?
Completely didn't even know it existed, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, cool. And then just talk us through, by the way, because a lot of people that are watching, I feel like they're probably going to resonate with what you're about to say. I mean, I don't know what you're going to say, but I feel like I have a good idea. Be completely transparent on what was your mindset, like what was your initial thoughts about just in general OFM? Were you excited about it, a bit skeptical, curious? Like what were your kind of thought process behind finding out about OFM and then actually just doing it, like committing to it?
You can go first.
Well, when I saw your videos, I just thought like, wow, I want to be like him. I want all the Lambos, nice holidays. So the money was really the key factor for me to jump in. And when I started doing it, well, obviously it's hard work, but then we started seeing results pretty fast. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. Just gonna keep going, just keep scaling up.
Yeah, I think the same. And one, Jordan found out about it first, and then he told me about it, and we thought like we've watched your other interviews, and other people are just doing it by themselves. So we thought maybe make it different, and there's two of us, so we can also split the workload then. So that means like last night, for example, he just got here from Canada, so he's jet lag. He has jet lag. I can do the work instead.
Yeah.
And that's we find it works for us. We work really well together as well. So
We've actually just signed this morning as well.
yeah,
He signed one while I was asleep. So there you go. Works.
Congratulations, boys. Good stuff. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, fantastic. And I think the beautiful thing with this business model as well is because you can get success so quickly. And when I say success, by the way, I don't necessarily mean like making 50K a month straight away. I mean just getting your first client, making your first couple $1,000s and getting that feedback loop of, hey, by the way, what you're doing is working and you're getting results. I think that's so powerful because, and Jordan, this is why I asked if you had tried any other business models before, because any other business model that I've at least tried, and I've tried like 4 other ones before OFM, and I've found success in them. But the problem is that you find success in them after like 4 or 5 months of fucking tedious work, right? And even then, it's, you know, it's not as great as OFM. But with this, you guys started, and how long did it take you guys to get your first model?
3 days.
3 days. That's
3 days.
fucking mad. Yeah,
We were just spamming our Instagram messages to different models and stuff. 3 days, we got our first model.
perfect.
I think we did 1.5K in her first month, and she's completely new as well.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
There you go. And I'm just curious as well, again, for everybody watching and including myself, just for some context, when you got this first model, was this already when you had invested and joined our coaching program, or did you get the model before you joined the coaching program?
This was after joining your coaching program. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you invested, went through the videos, went through the course, and then followed what we taught you, and you just got a model. Pretty simple stuff. Okay. Now, this is a question I'd love to ask, actually. I normally don't ask this question, but I always like to be as transparent as possible online, because I know there's going to be a lot of people watching this video, right? Majority guys who are interested in OFM. And so far, we've only spoken about the good, right? So, like, for example, you guys have just found out about it. You invested, you got a model in your first fucking 3 days. She's doing pretty well, already over $1,000 in her first month. Everything, it seems too good to be true, right? To the average person that's listening to this. So just an open-ended question for both of you guys. What have you guys found to be like the most difficult or the most trickiest part within your journey so far? Granted, it's still early days, but what have you guys found it to be difficult?
It'd be difficult. I would say as your model starts getting more and more subscribers, it's really hard to manage all the chatting yourself. So yeah, I think that's the hardest part, to be honest.
I think another thing to add to that is when we're chatting to models, we've got to be careful because obviously we're not the same person. So when we're chatting, sometimes the guy might get suspicious or think, oh, this sounds a little bit different. But I think it's also, also just scaling as well, because we have 3 models now, and we just want to, since there's 2 of us, we can probably grow that to a lot more. And we just want to we just want to make as much money as possible and as fast as we can before the market gets too saturated. And yeah, that's it really. We just want to do the best we can.
We definitely need to improve on our promotion right now, because we're relying on Reddit right now, but I need to learn how to do Twitter, on Instagram, and even dating apps as well. So yeah, promotion and chatting would be the difficult parts.
Got you. And
I think the hardest part though was since we were not together all the time. 2 days we've been able to do more work than we would have been able to do when he was in Canada and I was here. Yeah. So now that he's here, it's a lot easier, I think.
Oh, the efficiency is the efficiency double. Yeah. Absolutely. There's a third one as well, by the way, that you guys haven't encountered yet because you guys are still in early stages. But again, for everybody watching this, I just want to foreshadow, because there are certain things in this whole business model that are a little bit tricky and a little bit difficult. And the third one, which is actually quite funny, and that goes for any business that you're going to run, is the staff members. So hiring actual A-star player staff members who are smart, they're hardworking, they're ambitious. They don't have to be very qualified, because you can train them, but actually finding people who are actually determined to do the work and actually going to commit to it and aren't lazy. That's one of the hardest parts. And I'm assuming right now, is it just you two doing the chatting, or you guys already hired like a chatter?
It's just us 2 right now.
Yeah. Okay. So eventually you guys will get a chatter on board. That should be your first hire. And that's where you're going to start to learn, okay, well, finding a great chatter who's reliable is actually not the easiest part. So all right, interesting. Cool. Okay.
Actually, to add on to that, sorry. I would say also some models you get, they're not kind of what you expect them to be. They're kind of lazy. They don't post the content that you would, like them to post. So also finding models who would work hard is a good part as well.
I was just saying, yeah. So again, it comes down to finding quality people to work with on both ends, both your staff members, but then also clients to work with. And yeah, what were you going to say, bro?
I think that's what makes it frustrating for us, is because there's 2 of us, so we can be a little bit more efficient than one person. So then when we get a model, she's not really as efficient as we want. We also have to understand though, because it's just people and stuff, and not everybody's the same as you. I think we're both athletes, and we played football to a quite high level, and now we've both moved into MMA fighting, and since we're from Thailand, we did a lot of Muay Thai, kickboxing, stuff like that. So we're very competitive, we're very driven, motivated, and I think we just have to understand not everybody can move at the same pace as us.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
that's one of the hardest things.
Yeah, for sure. But you can, I promise you can find girls out there who are just as motivated and hardworking as you two, but it's just very rare. And that's not to say like that's because they're just fucking females and women. I'm trying to sound like Andrew Tate over here. But it's just in general, like most men are fucking lazy as well. They might say they want this lifestyle and they might say they work hard, but then they wake up at like 11 a.m., and they don't go to gym, that type of thing. Cool. Okay. And then last question then, guys. Again, this is a very, very open-ended question. I don't know how exactly where we're going to go with it, but just one for everybody watching this video. Again, most of it will be guys watching this who are interested in starting OFM. Just in general, what's your thoughts on OnlyFans management so far as a business model and making money? Would you recommend it to anybody starting it? Have you found it very, very tricky and challenging, or fairly easy for you guys? What's your opinion on kind of OFM as a whole?
Well, I would say OFM is a really easy way to make money, but you need to put in the hours. You need to work hard, because you're managing people, so you always gotta be on your game. It's not easy, but it is an easy way to make money. That's what I would say.
I'd agree.
Yeah. And for me, I've said this in like podcasts before, boys. The way I explain it is like the business model itself is super, super simple, but it's not easy, right? So for me, like I'm always paying attention to the words that everybody uses, because I think like words have a lot of power. So simple and easy, to me at least personally, they have a massive difference. I think something that is simple is like A, B, C, and you can just follow it. You can understand it. But then if something is easy, then it means you don't have to put a lot of effort into it, right? Like it's like, it's just easy. It's easy for me to go and do that here and there. So I feel like with OFM, it's very fucking simple. You manage some models who are on OnlyFans, you help them with social media marketing, they create the content, you distribute it, you make the sale. That's it, right? And then eventually, once you have the money and the knowledge, you then hire people to do certain tasks for you, and it's that simple. But like you said, Jordan, bro, as long as you put the hard work in, which means that it's not easy as such, right? That means it's difficult to actually grow it and make a lot of money. I completely agree. But it's same as everything, bro. Like I think, and again, this is also why I like to be as transparent as possible in these videos, because a lot of guys will watch this and they just want to make money quickly, right? Nice and easy money, quick, online. That's like the key words that everyone searches. But the truth is, bro, if something is easy to attain, it's typically not very valuable. Vice versa. If something is really difficult and hard to attain, then typically that thing will be probably very, very valuable. So AK, if you want to make 20,000 a month, there's a reason why it's fucking hard to do that. If it was easy, then don't you think everybody would do it, right? So you guys are on the right path. You guys are talking about hard work, commitment. And also you guys are now like physically together in person. Have you guys obviously met before? And what's the story behind you now flying from Canada? Were you just there on holiday, or were you living there?
No, yeah. So, well, I'm half Thai, half Canadian.
Okay.
And so when both my parents passed away, I moved into to stay with my other family in Canada.
Got you.
So there for about 1.5 years, and I just moved in with him a few days ago.
I think we thought that we were starting this business because he came in December to visit for Christmas, and this is where we had like our first initial idea of doing it. And then we bought the course. We studied the course and made sure we were ready to start, because one thing we didn't want to do was rush into it. So we made sure we were ready to start, did everything we needed to do, and then we're like, oh, okay, now it's go time. Let's go. Let's hammer it. And now he's here. It's even easier to do that. But one thing also we think is it's small little W's, small little wins, and just one step at a time. Take your time. And I think for a lot of guys watching, it's important to have stamina as well, because managing these girls and stuff, it's not always easy, because sometimes they're not doing what you want, or sometimes they're not listening, or sometimes, especially because we manage girls all over the world, so they're not always on the same time zone as us, so they don't always reply as quick as we want. So it's important just to have stamina, and I think we both have we both have that, and we're only young, so
Mhm.
as we develop more, we become better businessmen as well. We watch a lot of stuff online. We try to learn as much as we can.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, business
The
teach.
thing is with your course.
Sorry, go ahead,
Oh,
bro.
sorry. Yeah, I was just gonna say, with your course, it's impossible to not make money. You teach us exactly step by step how to make money, how to manage these models, how to promote them, how to talk. So it's really simple. As long as you listen and you're hardworking, you'll always make money, man, with your course.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we just the way me and Harry have built it out is like if me and Harry were starting from zero in terms of knowledge, what would we want in a chronological order for us to just follow it and just implement it? And there's a 2.0 version coming out, I believe September. This is the first time I'm saying it, by the way. So we've re-recorded the entire thing because this industry moves so quickly. And so what you guys are watching still works, but there are certain little aspects of it that are a little bit outdated. So we've re-recorded the entire thing, and that will be out for you guys very, very, very soon. I believe, yeah, September. And what you're saying as well there about stamina, and I guess another word you could use is like patience, right? Because like you said, sometimes girls aren't producing the content, producing the work. Maybe their replies are very late for you because of the time zone difference. And bro, one of the best fucking things about business, other than making a fuck ton of money and having that freedom, is the subconscious skills that it teaches you, such as patience. Jesus Christ, bro. When because I'm the only child, by the way, bro. So for me, like I've always like I've never been spoiled in the terms of like I've had a lot of money and etc. But if I wanted to do something as a kid, my parents would always like would let me do it, right? Because I don't have brothers and sisters, like they'll just let me do whatever I wanted. So that naturally taught me to not have a lot of patience. So when I moved here and I became like 18 and over, right? When I got into the real world, and things didn't go like this, you know, as I wanted them to, I had no patience. But then over time, business teaches you to like, bro, like nobody gives a fuck about you, right? Like over time, you kind of learn about these things and you build like this resilience around you, and business really helps. And last thing I was gonna say as well, bro, is I know I'm sure you guys probably already understand it already, but you two boys need to really, really understand how grateful you two are to have each other. Because not only are you running a business together and you guys clearly get along, right? You guys also are into combat sports. You guys have played football together before. You guys, I mean, I don't know what else, but just by the sounds of it, you guys have grown up together. You guys have shared so many memories, right? And in order to have most guys, bro, most guys don't have just that one guy who they can literally call like their brother, right? So the fact that you
Yep.
guys have each other, you're building a successful business already, just incredible, just incredible. Who knows? And by the way, as well, this OFM stuff, I can guarantee it might not seem like it right now. It might seem like this is it. This is what you guys are going to be doing. But I promise you, this is just a stepping stone in your life. This OFM stuff is not going to help you get that Bugatti, right? It's going to help you get there. But this is just a stepping stone. So I hope you guys learn a lot of lessons from this. I hope you guys make a lot of money and a lot of memories. And yeah, you guys are really cool. Hopefully we'll meet soon as well one day.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Hey, it was great talking to you.
Awesome. Yeah, for the YouTube video, that'll be it. I'll leave all you guys links in the description as well. So everybody on YouTube, if you guys want to check out their Instagram, their website, etc., they'll be all down below in the description. Make sure to check these guys out and give them a follow. But yeah, cool guys. See you on the next one.